Coming off of 2 wins yesterday in the postseason tournament, the Oklahoma City Spark look to keep their winning form and claim a 3rd win here today against the New York Rise in the penultimate game of the season right here on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network. Hello, everyone, and welcome inside the press box here at Tom Heath Field. Andrew Shepard with you. So glad to be with you on the call this evening. Alongside our color analyst, she's been here all season long, Taylor McKittrick. So glad to be working with you today, Taylor. Awesome. Yeah, so we'll get things started here pretty soon. Oklahoma City has faced the Rise 9 times this season. They have an 8-1 record against them. They're coming into today with a win against them in this tournament, and that was a 13-5 win against the Rise. We'll get you the lineups coming up shortly and let you know that Oklahoma City will be the designated visiting team, so we'll get to see the Sparkbacks coming up. We'll take a break now and get you the starting lineups. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
Dr. Luke and I want you to have sharply focused vision and clear sight.
We have lots of ways to make that happen.
If the outside surface of your eye is the problem, you have LASIK.
If the lens inside your eye is the problem, we have custom lens replacement.
People come from across America to have their vision corrected at clear sight.
I did not hear myself, but I turned on this one because I'm thinking last time there was a problem and we turned on this one and it was actually connected to this one. So.
Okay, I can't hear myself for some reason.
We'll agree on a down payment and then let you make payments on the rest.
At 0% interest.
Why do we do that?
Why do we offer finance procedures at 0% interest?
Yeah.
Because it would have meant the world to me if I had been willing to do that when I had my procedure.
I'm Dr. Edmond. You'll find us at clearsight.com.
Clearsight, we'll do it right.
We're not finished, so we're happy.
Clearsight.com.
The Franchise is your exclusive home for Oklahoma City sports. Complete coverage of Oklahoma City sports. Offensive rebound back out to Spark. Forsyth around to play. He'll launch. 107.7 The Franchise, 1568, 103.3 FM, The Franchise 2, and The Franchise Mobile.
And now let's meet the home team tonight, the New York Rise. First, senators.
We welcome you back here to Tom Heath Field here on the campus of Oklahoma Christian University. Teams are getting introduced now, and let's get you those starters for the 3rd game of the Sparks postseason tournament here on the campus of Oklahoma Christian University. Again, Oklahoma City, the Spark, are the designated visitors today, so the New York Rise will be out on the field to start. Let's get you the lineup for them. Leading off will be the right fielder, number 28, Lauren Lucas. Batting second will be the third baseman, number 25, Alex Brown. Batting third will be the center fielder, number 26, Riley Blampede. Batting fourth will be the designated player, number 15, Courtney Day. In the 5 spot, the first baseman, number 40, Carly Spade. At catcher in the 6 spot, number 21, Macon Smith. In the 7 hole, the shortstop, number 3, Jenna Laird. Batting 8th will be the second baseman, number 7, Sammy Williams. And batting 9th will be the left fielder, number 6, Kayla Weddle. And in the circle for the Rise today will be number 32, Kat Sandercock. So the lineup once again for you. At right field, Lucas. At third base, Brown. In center field, Blampede. Designated player is Day. At first base, Spade. Catcher is Smith. Shortstop, Laird. Second baseman, Williams. Left field, Weddle. And in the circle, Sandercock. And now let's get you the starting lineup for the Spark. And we'll get that to you as we pause and honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
With the singing of our national anthem by our very own Maddie Penta.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And a huge applause for pitcher Maddie Penta, who sang the national anthem just now, and all of her players giving her big hugs right there. That was beautiful. Love that. Well, we welcome you in here to the third game of the postseason for the Spark, facing off against the New York Rise. We just gave you the lineup for the New York Rise. Let's get you the lineup now for the Spark before we get our first pitch underway. Leading things off for the Spark will be the center fielder, number 42, KK Madry. Then batting second will be the white-hot Jocelyn Allo, number 78. In the 3-hole, the catcher, number 9, Kinsey Hansen. In the 4-hole will be the shortstop, Alyssa Brito. Batting fifth will be the first baseman, Haley Lee. Batting sixth will be the third baseman, number 24, Sydney Sherrill. Out in left field in the 7th spot will be Riley Boone. Batting eighth in the right field will be Alina Torres. And in the 9th spot will be the second baseman, Rachel Becker. And in the circle for the Spark will be the lefty, Kelly Maxwell. So again, your lineup for this evening. At center field, Madry. The designated player, Allo. Catcher Hansen, shortstop Brito, first baseman Lee, third baseman Sherrill, left field is Boone, right field Torres, second baseman Becker, and in the circle is Maxwell. I'm going to hand things off to Taylor McKittrick and see what sort of tips you're looking for this evening, as the Spark climbing all throughout the season have been so tremendous with the bats. Their pitching has rounded off into form as well. Against this Rise team, what exactly are you looking at for this evening?
Yeah, and I would say they have to start early in the inning. I mean, I know used to when we were here last Sunday and last throughout the week against the Vibe, they actually started to get the runs in that 5th and 6th inning. So just starting earlier in the game, which facing Sandercock, I don't think they faced them last series with the Rise. So they're really going to have to get used to her, and that may take a couple innings to do so.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are great tips right there. And so looking ahead to this one, for tonight, we have a great crowd on hand as it is First Responders Night. Whenever you made your way into the park, you saw all sorts of fire trucks. You saw an IMSA truck, everything like that. We certainly thank all of our first responders and honoring them this evening. One of the omissions you'll see, as we mentioned, the lineup for the Spark is Jada Coleman. She is not in the lineup. Her previous game, she had a hit by pitch that hit toward her right side around the rib area. Certainly hurt, and so they're just taking a little bit of precaution here this evening, and so letting her rest. as we'll be having tomorrow's game, and we hope you join us for that one. Sandercock getting readied in the circle, and we'll give you today's temperature. And, of course, if you've been around Oklahoma, you know in a word, it is hot. That would be the word. It is 7 o'clock, just past 7 o'clock in the central time zone, and we're sitting at 92 degrees. Now, the thing that helps is there is a gust, as you'll see on the screen, out in center field, right center, Old Glory blowing out towards center. There is a little bit of a reprieve in that. So we'll see if we have some fly balls heading out that way. Is gusting towards center field and a little bit toward the left. KK Madry will dig in to start things off for the Spark, facing Kat Sandercock. Pitcher that comes by way out of Florida State. First pitch is in there at 7:06 and is a ball. Spark looking to start things quick early. They have the opportunity now with the bats as the designated visiting team. The 1-0 is in there tight. It's 2-0 the count. KK Madry on the season, batting .550. She sits just behind, of course, Jocelyn Allo, who has a ridiculous .632 batting average on the season. Here comes the 2-0. Showing bunt and pulling it back is Madry. The count is up to 3-0. Madry in the last performance did tremendous against this New York Rise team. 2 hits and scored a run. Here comes the 3-0. Misses, it looks just inside, and it's a 4-pitch walk to start off this game. That's certainly one you want to see, Taylor, getting those players on base.
Yeah, for sure. Something that the Rise definitely doesn't want to see. Now you're putting speed on the base and bringing up power to the plate.
Absolutely, and here steps in the aforementioned Jocelyn Allo, leading things in batting for the Spark. A .632 batting average. She has 5 home runs on the season, 22 RBI. First pitch is fouled straight back. Good cut there from Jocelyn. Allo in the previous game against the Rise yesterday did really well. 2 hits, 2 runs scored, 1 RBI, had a walk as well. Madry is on first, no outs. The 0-1 is in there for a called strike. A changeup right there, pulling the string was Sandercock. It's 0-2 the count, quickly to Allo. Sandercock comes set, and it's fouled right off of the plate. We'll do it again, the count 0-2. Again, this is the penultimate game this evening. Have one more tomorrow. We'll have the great Todd Miller back on the call with you alongside Taylor McKittrick. A good start. This is KK Madry at first, and a 0-2 count is up high. 1-2 the count to Allo. Got a lot of speed with KK Madry. Allo on the season has 4 extra base hits. She has drawn 16 walks too. Madry on the run to second, and she steals it. Great read right there. Tremendous jump right off the pitch, and it was way high outside too. Tough to handle for the catcher, Smith. And an easy base steal there for Madry. Now in scoring position. 2-2 the count, no outs. Here in the top of the first. Sandercock comes set and delivers. Swing and a miss up high. High heat. That was chased by Jocelyn Allo. And 1 down here in the top of the first. And this will bring up K9, Kinsey Hansen. as many in the OU community around here call her. First pitch is delivered outside for a ball. Hansen on the season batting .408. She has 20 hits and 22 RBI. Madry gets second, one out. Here comes the 1-0. Misses just outside for a ball. Count up to 2-0. Tremendous crowd on hand here this Sunday evening. As the sun sets, get a little cooler temperatures, but see a lot of folks out there with their cold waters on hand for this one. Here comes the 2-0. Misses inside. The count balloons up to 3-0. Madry started things out with a leadoff walk. Got a stolen base. Alo with the strikeout. And Sandercock delivers. And it misses just outside, and it draws a walk. So runners now at first and second, one out. Good plate discipline right there, Taylor, from Kinsey Hansen.
Yeah, and Sandercock had a good at-bat with Alo, but just couldn't seem to find the zone with Hansen.
And this will bring up Alyssa Brito in the cleanup spot for the Spark today. Wearing number 33, .429 batting average on the season. And this is blooped into center field. Diving for it and making the catch is Blampede. Madry will move to second. I believe she tagged up on the play. They'll check to make sure. And they'll say that there is no out, that she's safe, that she tagged. So Madry moves forward to third. Hansen stays at first. And now we have two outs. But overall, a tremendous play by Blampede right there, diving in front of her, tracking it down. And this brings up Haley Lee. Haley batting .333 on the season. First pitch is up for a ball. Haley has 23 RBI on the season. She leads the Spark in home runs. Boy, would it be a great time to have that one right here. She has 8 of those. Runners at first and third. Madry at third. Hansen at first. Here comes the pitch. Gets away from the pitcher Smith, but out in front to keep Madry at third. Good decision there from Madry. Just didn't get the correct bounce that you had hoped for right there. But we'll do it again. The count is 2-0. Hansen did advance to second on the play. So now both runners in scoring position, second and third, on the wild pitch from Sandercock. Foul tip straight back from Haley Lee. Good cut at it right there. If Haley gets on, it'll be the third baseman, Sydney Sherrill. Count is 2-1, 2 outs, runners at second and third here in the top of the first. Sandercock delivers, fouled straight back. Another big cut there by Haley Lee on a rise ball, it looked, Taylor. Yeah, just a little late on those. If she catches those more out in front, we could see the 9th home run on the season for her. Yeah, absolutely. The count now comes up to 2-2. Big spot right here for Haley Lee. Crowd readied. Sandercock delivers and misses outside. The count moves all the way up to full. 3-2 with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Sherrill on deck, the lefty. Sandercock delivers. The payoff blooped along the foul third base line. Just drops foul in front of Weddle. And we'll have another payoff upcoming. I want to thank Becky Stevens at State Farm, all of our foul balls this season. Another payoff upcoming. Haley Lee is readied in the box. Sandercock delivers. Hit toward third. Coming up with it, Brown. The throw to first is in time. And the side is retired. So no damage comes through. The Spark had 2 walks. And they leave 2 on as we move to the bottom half of the first here at Tom Heath Field. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
One of the things that we work with decision-making, and part of that decision-making is knowing when to take the hit, when to check down. I know if I need to take off and runs, which John Mateer's talking about.
The Franchise Morning Show.
If you've got Jaden Ott, if Taylor Tatum's taking snaps, Xavier Robinson showed that he's pretty comfortable catching out of the backfield late last year. Feels like a pretty comfortable group to check down to, especially when Ott's there.
The Franchise Morning Show with Eddie Radosevich and Ryan Chap on 107.7 The Franchise.
This summer, stay and play at the Greens Country Club. Enroll now in our family social membership for only $115 a month and enjoy 3 sparkling pools, exclusive member-only dining, and events for the whole family to enjoy. Looking for more? Golf memberships are available starting at $450 per month, and new enrollees receive 50% off the initiation fee. Plus, all new Racket and Social members get $600 in credits with no enrollment fee. But act now, as these incentives will expire soon. Call the Greens Country Club at 405-775-2117 or email join@thegreenscc.com today. That's 405-775-2117 or email join@thegreenscc.com. The Greens Country Club, where summer fun begins.
We welcome you back here to Tom Heath Field on the campus of Oklahoma Christian University. Spark had their opportunity in the top of the first, and now the home side, the Rise, the designated home team, will step up to the plate. And in the circle is a familiar one, Kelly Maxwell, of course, out of OU. The first pitch is grounded toward short. Throw the first is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's the way you want to start for the Spark. Brito to Lee. And leading things off, now Alex Brown stepping in. The leadoff was Lauren Lucas, the right fielder. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. First pitch to Brown is in there for a called strike. Showing bunt there was Brown. Maxwell delivers. It's blooped just over the shortstop, Brito, for a base hit. A 1-out base hit for the Rise. And this will bring up the center fielder, Riley Blampede. Blampede making a tremendous diving catch in front of her that saved a run for the Rise and kept KK Madry at third. First pitch upcoming to the center fielder. It's in there for a called strike. Runner at first is Brown. The pitch comes up high to Blampede. Count 1-1. One count. Pitch is in there on the inside corner for a strike. like a little off speed there, maybe a curve or a screw, I would imagine, Taylor.
Yeah, I'm assuming screw or curve. I'm sorry, excuse me.
Yeah. 16 innings pitched for Kelly Maxwell. 4 games played. This one is up high for a ball. The count goes up to 2-2. Maxwell with a 2.18 ERA on the season. She has 12 strikeouts. This one is fouled back. And we'll do it again. 2-2 the count with 1 out. 2-0 record for Kelly Maxwell on the season. She has a runner at first. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout for Maxwell. And 2 away here in the bottom of the first.
Yeah, she has really looked sharp tonight, starting on top of the count in every batter that she's faced so far.
Looking great so far here early is Maxwell. And stepping in now will be Courtney Day, the designated player. First pitch is a little bit low for a ball. Spark wearing their all-black uniforms today. This one misses inside for a ball. 2-0 the count. Rise with their all-white uniforms. The count with 2 outs. Runner at first is Brown. This one is a fly ball into right and easy there for Alina Torres, and the side is retired. So the Rise get 1 hit. They leave 1 runner on in the bottom half of the first. Spark bats coming up here in the second. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams July Summer Sale and get 30% off paints and stains July 18th through the 28th. With prices starting at $34.29, it's the perfect time to transform your space with color. Whether you're looking to revamp your interior or exterior, we have you covered with bold hues, soothing neutrals, and everything in between. Visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store or shop the sale online. Delivery available on qualifying orders. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details.
It's hotter than a pepper patch full of red ants, and it's time for something even hotter. All right, we do have some smoking prices from now until the end of the month at Seth Wadley Chevy GMC in Pauls Valley. Right now, you can have your choice of a new Chevy Silverado Crew Cab 4x4 LTZ or a new GMC Sierra Crew Cab 4x4 and take $12,000 off with many to choose from. Trust me when I say this, we are fired up with the entire lot full of new Chevy and GMC trucks. Heck, this will fire you up. No one gives you more money for your trade than we do here in Pauls Valley. So just ask for me, Terry Ellis, to help you with anything you need. Seth has always lit up the competition with over $24 million and counting on a promise.
That's my promise of oil changes and engines for life on new or used gas or diesel at no additional cost to you.
So burn some rubber to Seth Wadley Chevy GMC, I-35 exit 72, Pauls Valley, or click SethWadleyGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Zeros on the board here at Tom Heath Field, as stepping in for the Spark here in the second is the third baseman, number 24, Sydney Sherrill. Spark were able to get a few runners on base in the first, just not able to capitalize. Got a few walks off of Sandercock. Were able to get runners both in scoring position, as this was a called strike to Sherrill, the count 0-1. Left Hansen and Madry at second and third. Here comes the 0-1. This one, a line shot into left from Sydney Sherrill. And the first hit of the evening for the Spark comes by way of the third baseman. Ripped down that, between that third base and shortstop side, Taylor.
Yeah, and you can always count on Sydney Sherrill to get an in and going.
Stepping in here, as you can hear the fans, is Riley Boone, the left fielder here today. Boone on the season batting .276. She shows bunt, and it's a called strike, swinging strike. Beg your pardon. Riley Boone with 8 hits on the season. 6 RBI for her, has a runner at first. This one is blooped just over the shortstop, Laird. Center fielder has a tough time with it, Blampede, but is able to slow up. Sydney Sherrill at second. Still no outs. 2 singles to start this top of the second. And this will be the right fielder, Alina Torres. Torres on the season, batting .300. First pitch, grounded along the third base side. And the third base ump calls a foul. It looked like it hit off of Torres in the process of getting out of the box. And the third base umpire, I believe, is correct right there. As I saw with the naked eye, just a little bit of a tap from Torres as she was on her way. Might have been off of her shin or knee area. So the count is 0-1. Still no outs. 2 singles to start, showing bunt, blooping it straight up and easy there for Smith, and 1 away. So sacrifice unsuccessful right there. Runners still at first and second, 1 out now, and it will bring up the second baseman, Rachel Becker. Becker batting .294. She has 10 hits on the season, 7 RBI. Does have a runner in scoring position at second. That's Sydney Sherrill. Swing and a miss on the first pitch from Sandercock. Wind sort of dying down a little bit. Temperatures are too, but still very warm here in Oklahoma City. This one misses low from Sandercock. Count even at 1-1. As you can see on the field, shadows starting to creep in along that third base side. One and one. Change up on the outside corner. Fans not approving of it. Just paints it. The count 1-2. Becker coming out of Purdue before transferring to OSU. Down the road in Stillwater, a swing and a miss. So now quickly 2 outs from the last 2. Had 2 singles to start, and then a pop-up from Torres and a strikeout here from Becker. And we're at the top of the order now. It's going to be KK Madry. Madry had a 4-pitch walk to start off the game. Was able to get around to third, but not able to score. Showing bunt, and it hits off of a home plate umpire. Looked like off of his leg. He's okay as the catcher Smith checks on him. This is another big spot, Taylor. You got 2 outs. You do have a runner in scoring position. They had it just like the last inning. Got to take advantage here.
Yeah, try to take the momentum away from the rise that they've gained within those last 2 at-batters.
Here comes the 0-1. Chop towards short. Throw to first quickly. Up with it, Laird in time. 6-3 put out. And the side is retired for the Spark. No runs on 2 hits. No errors. 2 left on. As we move to the bottom half of the second here at Tom Heath Field, our score 0-0. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
605 says, I would pay good money to be in the work group chat or in the office after the Coldplay incident. Oh my.
Sometimes those can get pretty quiet when that happens.
The Franchise Afternoon Show.
I don't know why I just acted like I've been a part of a bunch of work chats and I've been in zero. But I can imagine some of those can get pretty quiet.
A lot of affair talk. A lot of affair talk. My 1-year anniversary is on Sundays.
The Franchise Afternoon Show with Matt Burton and Tyler Heath on 107.7 The Franchise.
It's a swing to your soul, a drive to your dreams. Tune in every Sunday at 8 a.m. to the Red Dirt Golf Hour on 107.7 The Franchise, or find the show on the FranchiseOK.com podcast page. Discover Oklahoma's finest fairways, hidden gems, and the greens that challenge. Brought to you by the Oklahoma Golf Trail, where every course is a new adventure. Visit oklahoma.golf for more information on the best courses in Oklahoma. The Red Dirt Golf Hour, your weekly tee time for the love of the game.
Ridge at 66 can be your new home. Located at the corner of historic Route 66 and the John Kilpatrick Turnpike, you are minutes from downtown, minutes from multiple lakes, and minutes from dining and shopping options to keep you busy. Ridge at 66 luxury apartments offer 24-hour fitness with a resort-style pool. Ridge at 66 is ready for you. Call about current specials. Ridge at 66, a Case & Associates property.
Are you muting the crowd mic whenever
We welcome you back here to Tom Heath Field. Zeros on the board as we move to the bottom half of the second. Leading things off for the Rise will be the first baseman, Carly Spade. First pitch is a fly ball into right. Going back on it and tracking it down is Alina Torres. Tremendous play as she had to track it down from distance, along with that gusty breeze out of the south, and also the sun setting in her eyes as well. She had those glasses on there, Taylor, to help her.
Yeah, she just got a great jump from the start right off the bat, and she's been doing a really great job in right field.
And just like it was the first inning, 1 pitch, 1 out for Kelly Maxwell. This is grounded to short. Throw to first is in time. 6-3 put out. Alyssa Brito to Haley Lee. 2 pitches, 2 outs. I'd call that pretty efficient there, Taylor.
Yeah, and I know Kelly's loving that. Last time I had talked to her, she tried to, her arm was hurting her a little bit and going through that struggle of just finding the strike zone. So I know she's loving to see her defense work for her.
Absolutely. That was Macon Smith, the catcher. Couldn't even get her name out before the next pitch. Grounded out 6-3. Now it's Jenna Laird. This one in there for a called strike. Maxwell operating quickly in the circle. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Off speed right there. Out front of it was Laird. Crowd clapping up Maxwell as you have an 0-2 count. 2 outs. This one misses outside for a ball. Count 1-2. Shortstop Laird at the plate. 1-2 the count. Maxwell set and delivers. Popped up, and this will get out of play. And we'll do it again. The count 1-2. Laird in the previous game yesterday against the Spark went 1 for 3 with a hit and a run scored. Had 2 strikeouts. Here comes 1-2. Swing and a miss. Throw to first is in time from Hansen, and it's an easy 1-2-3 inning for Kelly Maxwell. As we move now to the top of the third, still scoreless. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
If you're putting together a list of guys, like the top 5 guys that need to really kind of pop and open their career in Oklahoma this year, PJ might be the top.
It's go time for PJ.
The Franchise Morning Show.
And I think he knows that. The fan base certainly is very well aware. This guy's a former 5-star. He's put on more weight, and he's just a monster. But, like, it's time.
The Franchise Morning Show with Eddie Radosevich, Ryan Jeff on 107.7 The Franchise.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-444-9336. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-444-9336. You will make sure the scales are ticking your favor. Call 800-444-9336. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-444-9336. 800-444-9336.
Andrew Shepard back here with you alongside Taylor McKittrick. Zeros on the board as we move to the top of the third. Jocelyn Allo leading things off for the Spark. First appearance was a strikeout against Kat Sandercock. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Change up there from Sandercock. And Jocelyn Allo just having a sensational season for the Spark. This one's in there for a ball. The count even 1-1. Allo batting .632. 23 runs come across for her. The 1-0 upcoming. This one in the dirt. Blocked in front from Smith. Count moves to 1-1. 2-1, beg your pardon. And for the Spark this evening, it is First Responders Night. A lot of folks out here as we honor all of our first responders. And if you're one of them out there, we appreciate all the great work that you do. This is grounded toward third. Throw to first is in time. Brown to Spade. One out here in the top of the third. And this will bring up K9 Kinsey Hansen. Kinsey had one of the 2 walks in the first for the Spark. She was able to advance all the way to second, but not able to get in as Spark left 2 on. And that's here early, Taylor. That's been the theme of this one. Just not able to get those runners across when you have the opportunity, just leaving them on. This one in there for a called strike.
Yeah, for sure. And that's something that they're going to have to start doing, just sacrificing their at-bats, getting those bunts down.
Yeah, absolutely. 0-1 the count with 1 out. Chop towards second. Coming up with it, Williams. She tosses with the glove. The only play that she had. Scoops and tosses it to Spade. So 2 outs quickly here. And it brings up Alyssa Brito. Brito in her first plate appearance, flied out to center field, and that was a highlight from Blampede, the center fielder, to make that. If it would have gotten down, it would have scored 1, if not 2, possibly, there for the Spark. This one is fouled out of play. The count is 0-1. Spark yesterday getting a 13-5 victory against this Rise team. Their only blemish against the Rise as they're 8-1. This is a base hit into left. It'll get into the gap. Rounding first and heading towards second. Brito with a 2-out double for the Spark.
Yeah, and she's really just seeing the ball good. I mean, like you said, her last at bat was hit hard, and that at bat she's just seeing the ball really well off Sandercock.
That's what you like to see right there. And now we'll see if Haley Lee, she has another opportunity here with runner in scoring position to try to tack the first run on the board for the Spark. Lee on the season batting .333. First pitch fouled straight back. Great cut there by Haley on a fastball. Lee, one of the many on the roster coming by way of the University of Oklahoma. This one a called strike. Lee not approving of it. Count moves quickly to 0-2. Sandercock comes set. She'll deliver the 0-2. Chop towards second, up with it Williams. Throw to first is in time. And frustration there from Haley Lee as she had another opportunity, just couldn't capitalize. Got one run. Beg your pardon, no runs on one hit. No errors, one left on. We'll move to the bottom half of the third. Still scoreless here at Tom Heath Field. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
We have our man at Sparky. It's Dayton Forsythe.
The Franchise Afternoon Show.
I'm super excited. I think we got a really good group of guys coming in this year. And some really good returning guys. We got a really good mix. With all the new guys coming in, and that's happening everything across the country, I think it's more of who can become close the fastest. So I'm just excited. We're a month and a half in, and it's looking really good.
The Franchise Afternoon Show with Matt Burton and Tyler Neal on 107.7 The Franchise.
Dr. Luke and I want you to have sharply focused vision and clear sight.
We have lots of ways to make that happen.
If the outside surface of your eye is the problem, we have LASIK.
If the lens inside your eye is the problem, we have custom lens replacement.
People come from across America and have their vision corrected at ClearSight.
But for you, we're just down the street.
ClearSight, the ability to focus and see clearly, will bring you happiness every waking moment.
And because we want you to be happy every waking moment, we're willing to finance whatever procedure you need to have clear sight.
We'll agree on a down payment and then let you make payments on the rest
at 0% interest.
Why do we do that, Dr. Luke?
Why do we offer finance procedures at 0% interest?
Yeah.
Because it would have meant the world to me if they had been willing to do that when I had my procedure.
I'm Dr. Anna. And
I'm Dr. Luke.
You'll find us at clearsight.com.
At ClearSight, we do it right.
We're not finished until you're happy.
ClearSight.com.
Andrew Shepard back here with you on 107.7 The Franchise and, of course, on YouTube as well. So glad you're joining us this evening. Scoreless as we move to the bottom half of the third. Kelly Maxwell doing great so far for the Spark. As stepping in will be Sammy Williams. She chops this towards second. Throw to first, and a misplay there from Lee. It gets past her, but backing it up is Kenzie Hansen. And it should go down as an error from the first baseman, Haley Lee. First one of the evening for both sides. It was 8-9-1 the order for the New York Rise to start this bottom of the third.
Yeah, and they actually gave that an error on the second baseman, Rachel Becker, on the throw.
Okay, on the throw. So Becker with the error. See if there might be any fix on that. It looked like it was on target with Lee. Just may not have seen it well. On the count as first pitch was fouled back to the new batter, the left fielder, Kayla Weddle. This is the 9 spot for the Rise. This one fouled off of the bat inside the box. It was chopped up high as she showed bunt. Hit it and bounced straight up back at her bat. We had a little bit of that issue earlier when I believe it was Haley Lee who tried to lay one down. 0-2 the count now with no outs. Runner at first. That's Williams. Pitches wide of the mark from Maxwell. A little grin right there from K9 as looked to see if the runner might go or whatnot. Wanted that pitch to be outside. Maybe not that far outside, Taylor. Had to stretch for it. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Kelly Maxwell. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Still runner at first. Now it's top of the order for the Rise. This will be Lauren Lucas. Lucas, the lefty, swings and misses. Fastball there from Maxwell. One out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Williams at first. Here comes the 0-1. This one missing outside for a ball. Lucas holds up there. One the count with 1 out. This one missing outside for a ball. 2-1 the count. Wherever you're listening along, watching along, we certainly appreciate it. If you're out there on social media, use the hashtag #BeTheSpark. Here comes the 2-1. This one out toward left, diving for it is Boone, just missing it in foul territory. Great effort there, Taylor, on the play.
Yeah, she started pretty far off the line, so having to run a long way to try to even make that play.
Yeah, that was just right off the end of the bat that got out there toward left. And Boone, with her speed, you know she can track things down quickly. And boy, she made great effort just missing it out in front. She knows she'll get it the next time around, I'm sure. 2-2 the count now with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout, or beg your pardon, strikeout for Lucas there. She grounded out in the 1st. Alex Brown now stepping in for the Rise. Had a leadoff single that just got over the shortstop Brito in the 1st. Still runner at first. That's Williams off of a leadoff error from Rachel Becker, the second baseman. Four strikeouts for Kelly Maxwell so far. This one in there for a called strike. The count even 1-1. Both sides starting out slowly here have had opportunities to score. This one is blooped high, popped up towards center field. KK Madry is under it, and the side is retired here in the bottom half of the 3rd. So you have no runs with no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on as we move to the 4th, still scoreless here at Tom Heath Field. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
Hey Sooner Nation, I'm Jacob Sexton with OU Football. As the official custom clothier of OU Football, William & Lauren Outfits has custom suits that boost our confidence both on and off the field. Their perfectly tailored clothing ensures every Sooner stands out in comfort and style at prices that make luxury accessible. Visit William & Warren in Oklahoma City or online at williamandwarren.com. Dress like a champion and make your style as legendary as OU football.
Empty set. There's the snap. Back to pass. Looks right. Darts one across the middle. Intercepted. Kip Lewis has it. Far sideline 50. Down the sidelines 40. He's to the 30. Kip Lewis down the sideline being chased to the 5. To the Legions. Touchdown. Touchdown. Kip Lewis. Big six. Kip Lewis. Big six. And the Sooners lead it at Auburn. 107.7 The Franchise is your exclusive home for Oklahoma Sooner sports. Here's the 0-1. Swings and hits it deep to center field. We'll see you Saturday afternoon in the winner's bracket. Ella Parker walks it off, and Oklahoma has beaten Tennessee. Daily complete coverage of Oklahoma Sooner sports. Waukee offensive rebound. Back out to Sparky. Forsythe around the pick. He'll launch. Got it. He's still hot from Oxford. 107.7 The Franchise, 1560 AM, and 103.3 FM, The Franchise 2, and the Franchise mobile app.
Scoreless here at Tom Heath Field. Oklahoma City Spark looking to get that first run across and get on the board. And we got 6, 7, 8 in the order coming up for the Spark. It'll be Sydney Sherrill. Sherrill coming up with the first hit of the evening for the Spark. And she does lead things off here in the top of the fourth against Kat Sandercock. First pitch is popped up sky high. Second baseman is under it. That's Williams. One pitch, one out.
Yeah, not a bad swing. Just got under that ball.
Good swing there from Sherrill. Sherrill now 1 for 2 with that single in the second. And this will bring up Riley Boone. Boone had a single in the second as well alongside Sherrill. 2 leadoff singles, and unfortunately, Spark not able to get any runs across after that. They had a pop-up to the catcher, a strikeout, and then a ground out to short to end things here in the second. This one is a called strike on the first pitch to Boone. Swing and a miss there from Boone. 0-2 the count quickly to the left fielder, who again almost made a sensational play out in foul territory along that third base line in the last inning. Swing and a miss there from Boone. 2 quick outs for Sandercock. And this will bring up the old Alina Torres. Torres in her first appearance again popped up to the catcher. She'll try to swing away right here. First pitch misses way outside for a ball from Sandercock. Shadows starting to come over toward the pitcher, Sandercock. Out toward that second base side. This one popped up. It'll get out of play along the first base side. Temperature started out at 92, just past 7 o'clock. And sitting right now, I'm looking just 1 degree less than it was close to an hour ago. Getting there. Here comes the 1-1. Chop toward the third base side. This will go foul. 1-2 the count with 2 outs.
Yeah, and just another great off-speed pitch by Sandercock. And it looks like an off-speed curve to me. It has that curve on the ball.
Yeah, you can see that right there. Great movement. Kat is a wonderful pitcher for the Rise. And, of course, well-renowned for her time at Florida State in Tallahassee. Here comes the 1-2. This one misses low for a ball. The count moves even to 2-2. See if the Spark can find a 2-out rally in this one. Fly ball into left. Under it is Weddle, and she has it for the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, none left on. And we move to the bottom half of the 4th, still scoreless. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
Feels like the defensive line's going to be probably one of the better ones that they've been able to put out there, particularly inside for Todd Bates' group.
The Franchise Morning Show.
On the edge, I like the group, but like, who's going to be the guy with Arneson, right? I mean, that's the question.
You know,
is it
one
Marvin?
side's going to be handled rather adequate.
Right. Is it Marvin? Is it PJ finally making that jump? Is Okoye ready for that?
The Franchise Morning Show with Eddie Radosevich and Ryan Chapman on 107.7 The Franchise.
Most people today are looking for power, performance, and an unbeatable value. And why should you be any different? That's why we're going to make it easy for you to come to Oklahoma's Truck King, Seth Wildman Chevy GMC in Pauls Valley. Right now, you can have your choice of a new Chevy Silverado Crew Cab 4x4 LTZ or a new GMC Sierra Crew Cab 4x4 and take 15% off MSRP. That's 15% off MSRP with many to choose from. Trust me when I say this, we have an amazing stockyard full of new trucks. Plus, that no one gives you more money for your trade than we do here in Pauls Valley. Also, I want to personally make sure you get the best small town customer service. So ask for me, Joseph Dombrowski, General Manager, to help with anything you need. And here's the real difference. Seth is always backed up with over $24 million and counting on a promise. Tell him, Seth.
That's my promise. Of oil changes and engines for life on new use, gas or diesel, and no additional cost to you.
So experience the difference for less in the country at Seth Wildman Chevy Buick GMC on I-35 exit 72 in Pauls Valley, or click SethWildmanGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
We welcome you back here to Tom Heath Field. We are still scoreless. We got a pitcher's duel in this one going on between Kelly Maxwell and Kat Sandercock as we're in the bottom half of the 4th. Both pitchers having tremendous outings, scoreless affair. First pitch to the 3 spot, Riley Blampede is fouled straight back. Blampede, a strikeout victim in the 1st. Maxwell so far 4 strikeouts through 3 innings. Has only allowed 1 hit, and that was to Alex Brown in the 1st. This one missing outside for a ball. Count even at 1-1. And checking, as we do have a new right fielder for the Spark. We'll let you know who that is as this one misses for a ball. It's going to be number 16, Michelle Moultrie out of Jacksonville, Florida. She steps in at right for Alina Torres. So Moultrie in right, the count 2-1. This one missing inside, almost getting Riley Blampede. Count moves up to 3-1. Maxwell comes set and delivers. This one missing on the outside, and he'll draw a leadoff walk. First walk given up by Maxwell on the evening. And this will bring up the 4-hole. Designated player Courtney Day. Day in the 1st, flew out to right. No outs, runner at first is Blampede. First pitch, bunt laid down. Maxwell with it, throws to first in time. Sacrifice is successful. That was a 1-3 putout. Maxwell to Lee on the play. Runner Blampede moves to second now in scoring position.
Yeah, Yeah, Maxwell just did a great job fielding her position.
Yeah, that's exactly what you have to do in here with quick runners that are able to get on base or whatnot. And the sacrifice laid down well by Courtney Day. Swing and a miss there from the new batter, Carly Spade, the first baseman. Flew out to right in the second. Runner at second, that's Blampede. The count 0-1 with one out. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Swing and a miss. Spade having a tough time catching up as she will talk with her coach along the third base side.
Yeah, Maxwell just doing a great job going at her, knowing that they have a runner in scoring position. Great power by Spade up to bat. Just good job going at her.
The count moves to 0-2 with one out. Head coach for the New York Rise is Michaela Transu. She's the one who had a little talk there with Spade for this 0-2 count. Time has been called at the plate by home plate umpire. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Maxwell delivers, fouled off the glove of Hansen. We'll have another 0-2 count upcoming with one out. Here it comes from Maxwell. Fly ball into left, well hit, over the head of Riley Boone, and it's a home run. A two-run home run for Carly Spade.
Yeah, not a bad pitch by Maxwell on that 0-2. Got it up on her hands. Spade just did a great job taking her hands to it.
Carly Spade turns on in. The first runs of the evening are across. And it's 3-0 our score. Beg your pardon, 2-0. They have it 3 on the board. Smith coming up to bat, Macon Smith. Spark now in a deficit. They've been in those certainly all season long as they've gotten a little bit of trouble. Maxwell has done great so far. Just one pitch that's gotten away from her. And it was lifted by Spade into left for a home run. This one is chopped towards second. Throw by Becker to first in time for out number 2.
Yeah, and good job by Maxwell going at the next batter, Smith, to get that out.
Yeah, an important one right there, and we'll see. We'll have a pinch hitter coming up, and that will be number 17, Sophia Nugent. So Nugent having an at-bat here for the Rise in place of Jenna Laird. And this will be previous OU player, Sophia Nugent, who started out at Oklahoma, transferred to the University of Tennessee to end her college career. And she'll see a plate appearance here in the bottom half of the fourth. And the score is changed on the scoreboard to 2-0. 2-0 our score. Nugent stepping in. Misses inside for a ball from Maxwell. 1-0 the count. In this one, started off with a leadoff walk to get Blampede at first. Sack bunt lay down. Great fielding from Maxwell. A hot shot right back at her. She fields in gloves and throws to first, beg your pardon, in time. Here in the bottom of the fourth, 2 runs scored on 1 hit, no errors, and none left on. As we move to the top of the 5th, Spark Bats need to come alive here as they're in a 2-0 deficit. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
Dr. Luke and I want you to have sharply focused vision and clear sight.
We have lots of ways to make that happen.
If the outside surface of your eye is the problem, we have LASIK.
If the lens inside your eye is the problem, we have custom lens replacement.
People come from across America to have their vision corrected at ClearSight.
But for you, we're just down the street.
ClearSight, the ability to focus and see clearly, will bring you happiness every waking moment.
And because we want you to be happy every waking moment, we're willing to finance whatever procedure you need to have clear sight.
We'll agree on a down payment and then let you make payments on the rest
at 0% interest.
Why do we do that, Dr. Luke?
Why do we offer finance procedures at 0% interest?
Yeah.
Because it would have meant the world to me if they had been willing to do that when I had my procedure.
I'm Dr. Anna.
And I'm Dr. Luke.
You'll find us at clearsight.com.
At ClearSight, we do it right.
We're not finished until you're happy.
ClearSight.com.
It's a swing to your soul, a drive to your dreams. Tune in every Sunday at 8 a.m. to the Red Dirt Golf Hour on 107.7 The Franchise, or find the show on the franchiseok.com podcast page. Discover Oklahoma's finest fairways, hidden gems, and the greens that challenge. Brought to you by the Oklahoma Golf Trail, where every course is a new adventure. Visit oklahoma.golf for more information on the best courses in Oklahoma. The Red Dirt Golf Hour, your weekly tee time for the love of the game.
2-0 our score. Spark in a deficit now as we move to the top half of the 5th. And leading things off will be Rachel Becker, the second baseman in the 9-hole, be 1-9-1-2 in the order here for the Spark. Would love to see Becker get her speed aboard here and then move things along to that top of the order, Taylor. And then you got Madry and best hitter Jocelyn Allo. And we'll see if they can perform here in this one.
Yeah, and it's getting late in the game. I only have 9 more outs to work with.
Here comes the 1-0. It's in there for a called strike. The count even 1-1. Becker in her first plate appearance. In the second, a strikeout victim to Kat Sandercock. 4 innings of scoreless pitching from Sandercock. This one misses high. The count up to 2-1. Becker digs in here as Sandercock gets readied for this 2-1 pitch. She delivers, grounded toward first. It's off of Becker, off her foot, I believe. Looked like no pain coming out of that one as she checks. They check with her to see if she's okay. Might have been on a toe too. That would hurt as well, but she nods to be okay. Sun's starting to set here in Edmond. Winds still have a little bit of breeze still coming out to center field. A little bit to left. Certainly helped a little bit. And this will be a hit by pitch as it grazed the elbow of Becker. And it's a leadoff hit by pitch. The runner is aboard. And top of the lineup, it comes up to KK Madry. This is just what you want to see right now, and the tying run comes up to the plate for the Spark. First pitch to Madry is in there for a called strike. If you're out there watching along, listening along, we thank you very much on this beautiful Sunday evening. If you're out using the socials, be sure to use the hashtag #BeTheSpark. On X, Instagram, on YouTube, and we'll have a visit for the Spark, an offensive visit here as the Spark coach discusses things with everyone.
Yeah, trying to make something happen in this inning, knowing that you have speed on the base and then speed up at the plate as well.
Very important at bat right here. Head coach Amber Flores having a tremendous season for the Spark, leading everyone on this team. County is even at 1-1, no outs. Rachel Becker at first on a leadoff hit by pitch. Here comes the 1-1 from Sandercock. Popped up, it'll just get over the netting along the right side, out of play. Lights starting to come up here at Tom Heath Field. Fans coming alive in this inning, trying to get the Spark the first runs across. 1-2 the count, no outs. Sandercock delivers, it's grounded toward third. Brown with it, throw the first is in time for the first out of the inning. Becker does advance on the play to second. Now runner in scoring position. Almost worked as a sacrifice right there for KK Madry.
Yeah, it may not have been a fancy hit, but did the job she needed to do.
Absolutely, and this will bring up Jocelyn Allo. Allo has had a little bit of a struggle here today. Strikeout victim in the first, grounded out to third in the third inning. First pitch to her is grounded off the plate, foul along the third base side. Allo on the season, all the numbers you could ask for. Batting average of .632, on-base percentage .737, and OPS of .1895. Just tremendous. This one misses inside for a ball. 1-1 the count. One out. Becker at second base. Love to see Allo turn on one here. Sandercock comes set and delivers. Swing and a miss. Big cut right there from Allo. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, just a little bit under that one.
Just under it on that pitch. Crowd starting to come alive now, trying to rally the troops as they're down 2-0 here in the late stages of this postseason game. This one in there for a strike, called strike 3 against Allo.
Just a good off-speed pitch by Sandercock.
Took a little bit off of it, did Sandercock, and got Allo confused. She wasn't approving of it initially. Might have been a little high, if it'd be my guess, is what she thought on it. But an opportunity here, though, for K9. K9 had a walk and grounded out to second in the third. First pitch on the inside corner, cold strike. Crowd becoming a little restless. Trying to find an answer are the Spark. 2-0 deficit here on First Responders Night. Time called by Sandercock. Inside the circle. Here comes the 0-1. This one missing inside. Almost gets Hansen toward her left leg. As we had mentioned a little bit toward the start of the game, do not have one of your best bats out there, and Jada Coleman, certainly missing her. She had a hit by pitch last night, and she'll be out for today. Might see her tomorrow, we'll see, but not in the lineup here today, trying to get some rest on that. This one missing for a ball. The count moves to 2-1. Kenzie ahead of it. On deck will be Alyssa Brito if Hansen can get aboard. 2-1 the count. Sandercock delivers, lined into left. It drops in front of Weddle. Coming around, throw it home is in time as Becker is out at the plate. A great throw from Weddle to throw out Becker, and that's how things end here in the top of the 5th. So you just had that hit from Hansen, no runs across, no errors. 1 runner left on base. 2-0 our score. Rise on top as we move to the bottom half of the 5th. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
The Franchise.
You really have a chance, right? The trenches in the Southeastern Conference, right? I mean, the defensive line dominates up to 320. When you have the guys in the trenches that can get it done,
The franchise players.
and then you add in, hey, this guy's a pretty special quarterback. Now, granted, he hasn't done the Southeastern Conference, but at least he's capable of fundamentals. I mean, to me, when you look at a team like, hey, how are we going to do against it? It comes down to those trenches.
The franchise players with Kelly Gregg and Jerry Ramsey on 107.7 The Franchise.
This summer, stay and play at the Greens Country Club. Enroll now in our family social membership for only $115 a month and enjoy 3 sparkling pools, exclusive member-only dining, and events for the whole family to enjoy. Looking for more? Golf memberships are available starting at $450 per month, and new enrollees receive 50% off the initiation fee. Plus, all new Racket and Social members get $600 in credits with no enrollment fee. But act now, as these incentives will expire soon. Call the Greens Country Club at 405-775-2117 or email join@thegreenscc.com today. That's 405-775-2117. Or email join@greenscc.com. The Greens Country Club, where summer fun begins.
Andrew Shepard back here with you at Tom Heath Field on the campus of Oklahoma Christian University. Spark down 2-0. 2 runs scored by the Rise on a 2-run home run from Carly Spade in the 4th. And we move to the bottom half here of the 5th. And leading things off will be the second baseman, Sammy Williams. It'll be 8-9-1 in the order. This will actually be a new hitter as it's number 50. And we'll get you the correct batter now. It's Trierweiler. That is, swing and a miss to Trierweiler. Ashley Trierweiler, swing and a miss on the first pitch to Maxwell. She lays down a bunt. Kinsey Hansen with it, throw to first, not in time. As Trierweiler was speeding down first. And she's able to get the bunt down and get aboard on a leadoff bunt single. And laid down in front of Kinsey Hansen.
Yeah, just a perfectly placed bunt. Rolled a little bit extra once Hansen hopped out of the box to try to go get that.
Yeah, it was good instincts right there from Kinsey to jump on it, but Trierweiler got a good leadoff out of the box right there. And so it's a leadoff single, infield single. This one fouled straight back to the new batter, the left fielder, Kayla Weddle. Two nothing our score, Rise on top. Maxwell comes set and delivers, fouled straight back, 0-2 the count. Storyline of this game has just been missed opportunities. Taylor has just been all around, had chances where you had runners in scoring position, and then you're not able to get that important hit and play and get runners across. This one fouled straight back by Weddle, the count 0-2 now.
And no, I definitely agree with you on that. I think overall I have them leaving on about 5 or 6 runners,
Yes.
maybe at more
Yeah.
at that. So just, you know, getting the runners on with no outs, first and second, not being able to score, that's just a huge missed opportunity.
Yeah, you have 6 runners left on for the Spark this evening. And in a pitcher's duel like this, those ones in scoring position are left on are very important. This one misses high from Maxwell. Count moves to 1-2. Trierweiler on first. It was a leadoff bunt single. April has safely run it out at first. It'll move to the top of the order. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes is Weddle for out number 1.
Yeah, and Kelly Maxwell once again just doing a great job. If they have a runner that gets on, she just immediately goes at the next hitter.
That's the 5th strikeout for Kelly Maxwell. Through 5 1/3 innings. And this is top of the order, Lauren Lucas. Swing and a miss. Lucas 0 for 2, grounded out in the first, strikeout victim in the third. Rise have runner at first, 1 out. Swing and a miss. A little bit of a curveball it looked to be right there, Taylor.
Yeah, and Lucas just having a hard time tonight. Already 0 for 2 off Maxwell, just having a hard time seeing the ball.
Big at bat here for the Spark. They need to try to get out of this one, get those bats coming alive. Swing and a miss. 6th strikeout for Kelly Maxwell on the evening. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, and something that may have looked like a big inning coming for the Rise, Kelly Maxwell immediately just eliminated the damage.
Stepping in now will be the third baseman, Alex Brown, wearing number 25. Another lefty in this lineup for the Rise. She chops this one foul along the first base side. 0-1 the count. Brown had a single in the first hit of the evening for both sides, and then flied out to center in the third. This one misses outside for a ball. Count is even at 1-1, 2 outs. Trierweiler at first on a leadoff bunt single. Maxwell comes set and delivers. Chopped past the glove of Maxwell, but the second baseman is there. That's Rachel Becker to step on second for the 3rd out of the inning. So you have no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on as we move to the 6th here at Tom Heath Field. Sparks still down 2-0. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
At United Turf and Track, excellence isn't just a goal, it's a standard. From the lush expanse of natural grass to cutting-edge durability of AstroTurf, they craft sports fields and surfaces that elevate performance and thrill fans. They have unmatched expertise and are the premier choice of universities, high schools, and municipalities. You can see their work at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, OU, OSU, and many high schools across the southern United States. Experience the pinnacle of sports construction. Visit United Turf and Track online at unitedturfandtrack.com.
Picture the most beautiful bouquet of colorful flowers in your head. If you're not a visual person, simply Google flowers. If you're currently driving, just wait for a red light. It's like Mother Nature went to the arts and crafts store and said, "Give me the biggest box of Crayolas you've got. You know, the one with a little built-in sharpener thingy?" She paid for the crayons, of course. Mother Nature supports small business. And at Capitol Hill Florist, we get to play with Mother Nature's crayons every day. We select the freshest, most brilliant, longest-lasting flowers for arrangements guaranteed to brighten someone's mood. Flowers that say things like, "I love you," "I'm thinking about you," and "I'm sorry for crashing your car, I was Googling flowers on my phone." So thanks, Mother Nature, for letting us play with your crayons. Order today at CapitolHillFlorist.com or by calling 405-FLOWERS. Because 405 Mother Nature's crayons is like way too many numbers.
If you're out there, get those rally caps on. Do what you can. We need some momentum. Spark down 2-0 as we move to the top of the 6th. And leading things off will be the shortstop, Alyssa Brito. It'll be 4, 5, 6 in the order for the Spark. Swing and a miss against Kat Sandercock. 5 innings, scoreless for Sandercock. She's only given up 4 hits so far to the Spark. The 0-1 misses outside for a ball. The count even 1-1. Brito in the 3rd had a great double out toward the left center gap and was able to get on with 2 outs. In the 1st, she flew out to center field on a tremendous diving play from Blampede. This one misses high for a ball. 2-1 the count. Fans getting a little bit of a reprieve as the sun is starting to set out in the west. Still have a nice little breeze as this one is popped straight back. The count moves to 2-2. Storyline of the game so far, again, it's just been runners there, just not able to get them across. It's been close on a few times, few opportunities, but see if the Spark can capitalize in front of this great crowd tonight on First Responders Night. The 2-2, fly ball into right, drifting foul, and it drops in foul territory. Another 2-2 count upcoming. Alyssa Brito steps in. Here comes the pitch from Sandercock. Fly ball into center field. Drifting back. Blampede just a step in front of the warning track for the first out.
Yeah, Brito's really had Sandercock's number tonight. All 3 of her balls, as she said, has been really hard.
Absolutely. You had one in the 1st that was robbed by Blampede. In the 3rd, you had the double with 2 outs that got into the gap. This one just got under it. That wind was helping a little bit, but just not enough. And this will bring up Haley Lee, the first baseman. Lee has grounded out twice on the evening. Swing and a miss. On the count, 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Spark down 2-0 still. Only runs that have come across are from the Rise on a 2-run home run. That was Carly Spade in the 4th. Ones across the board. 1-1 count, 1 out. Sandercock delivers, popped up straight back from Lee. Count moves to 1-2. Of course, we want to thank Becky Stevens St. Farm all year long for the foul balls from the Spark. Crowd is chanting Haley. One-two the count with 1 out. Sandercock delivers. It's outside for a ball. Count even 2-2. Sydney Sherrill will be coming up. Sandercock again comes set and delivers. Chopped foul along the third base side. Beautiful Sunday evening here in the Oklahoma City Metro. Of course, this is the penultimate game. We'll have one more on the season for the Spark. We hope you join us tomorrow for that one. Get to the park. It'll be Spark the night game. Swing and a miss here from Haley Lee. 2 outs, and this will bring up the third baseman, Sydney Sherrill.
Yeah, and once again, just Sandercock having a great off-speed, and actually she's thrown 83 pitches on the night, where Kelly Maxwell only has 58, so it's not like the Spark isn't seeing some pitches. You know, they're doing well, just not getting the timely hits when they need it.
Yeah, and that was the 5th strikeout for Sandercock on the evening. Let's see if we can get a 2-out rally here by Sydney Sherrill, the third baseman on the evening. Had a single in the 2nd. And popped up to the second baseman in the 4th. 1 for 2. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Again, get your tickets for tomorrow's game, the final one of the season. Spark trying to get postseason championship. This one misses outside for a ball. The count 1-1. They'll be facing off at 7 p.m. against the Florida Vibe. There will be a post-game autograph session, so you certainly want to come out for that one. So get the family all together after work, get the kids up, and bring them out to the ballpark here. This is along the third base side in foul territory, and under it is Weddle. A tremendous play there for the 3rd out. And the Spark, unfortunately, go in order as we move to the bottom half of the 6th. Still a 2-0 deficit for the Spark. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
I found just everything involved with Jomich here to be fascinating.
The Franchise Morning Show.
Obviously, for him to get to where everyone wants this thing to be, and for him to have to be able to elevate some of the guys around him, they're going to have to be better on the offensive line. That's pretty obvious. They're going to have to be much better at wide receiver. I mean, every aspect of this offense has to be better. I don't know how it could be worse.
The Franchise Morning Show with Eddie Radosevich and Ryan Chapman on 107.7 The Franchise.
I'm Jordan Klinger, a partner at McIntyre Law. I've been representing injured Oklahomans and their families for over a decade. I have sadly seen lives and families destroyed because a person made the intentional choice to drink and drive. That choice, made by someone who would rather drive drunk than pay a few dollars for an Uber, completely ignores the risk to innocent Oklahomans. Drunk drivers need to be held accountable. If you or a loved one has been injured by a drunk driver, contact us at 405-777-7000 or McIntyreLaw.com. We will fight for you.
It's time for the Oklahoma Deer Conference and Expo, August 16th in Oklahoma City. I'm Todd Craighead, and no matter how long you've deer hunted or your skill level, DeerCon has something for everyone. Learn the tips and skills from subject matter experts to make this deer season your best ever. More than 20 classes to choose from. Register at OklahomaHuntersandAnglers.org. Brought to you by the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation and the Oklahoma Hunters and Anglers Association.
We welcome you back here to Tom Heath Field. Spark down 2-0 as we move to the bottom half of the 6th. Oklahoma City, again, the designated visiting team. And the Rise now the home team. This is grounded out to short. Not able to control it is the shortstop, Brito. Had to move quickly and make a quick throw. Just not able to handle it properly. And a leadoff single for Riley Blampede.
Yeah, Brito just unable to get the ball out of her glove there.
Yeah, had to do it quickly. Just the transition was not there in time. So it's a leadoff hit for Blampede. This will bring up the designated player, Courtney Day. Fly ball into right, up high. Under it is the right fielder, Moultrie, for out number 1. Only 2 pitches from Maxwell there. Both swinging on the first pitch is the rise. And this will bring up Carly Spade. The tide turned in the 4th when Carly Spade hit it out toward left over the head of Boone over the wall. It's a 2-run home run for her, and that's where our score stands right now, 2-0. This pitch from Maxwell is a ball to Spade. The 1-0 in there for a called strike from Maxwell. The count even 1-1. 1 out runner at first is Blampede, the center fielder. This one a fly ball into right, tracking, and in front of it is Moultrie. Tagging, and the throw from Moultrie is in time at second to get out Blampede. Trying to advance at second was Blampede on the fly ball, but a rocket throw from Michelle Moultrie to the shortstop Brito, tagging out Blampede. And that's how the inning closes right there in the 6th. And now the Spark Bats have to come alive. They're down to their last 3 outs here at Tom Heath Field. They need a rally. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
First Serve OKC invites the community to its annual Raise Your Racket fundraiser on Friday, September 26th from 6 to 9 p.m. at the OKC Tennis Center. Whether you're a tennis fan or just love a good cause, this event has something for everyone. Enjoy food, drinks, raffle prizes, auction items, and a special appearance by tennis legend John Isner. All proceeds support First Serve OKC's mission to provide tennis, mentoring, life skills, and education to youth across Oklahoma City. Tickets and sponsorships are available now at firstserveokc.org.
It's hotter than a pepper patch full of red ants, and it's time for something even hotter. All right, we do have some smoking prices from now until the end of the month at Seth Weather Chevy GMC in Pauls Valley. Right now, you can have your choice of a new Chevy Silverado Crew Cab 4x4 LTZ or a new GMC Sierra Crew Cab 4x4 and take $12,000 off with many to choose from. Trust me when I say this, we are fired up with the entire lot full of new Chevy and GMC trucks. Heck, this will fire you up. No one gives you more money for your trade than we do here in Pauls Valley. So just ask for me, Terry Ellis, to help you with anything you need. Seth has always lit up the competition with over $24 million and counting on a promise.
That's my promise. The world changes and get into the right one. Gas and diesel at no additional cost to you.
So bring some love to the Seth Weather Chevy GMC, I-35, exit 72, Pauls Valley, or click SethWeatherGMC.com. GMC, we are professional grade.
Final opportunity for the Spark here in the 7th. Down 2-0, and leading things off will be the left fielder Riley Boone. It'll be 7, 8, 9 in the order for the Spark. Trying to get across 2 runs. We'll see if they can do it. First pitch, a swing and a miss from Boone. Riley on the day, 1 for 2. Single in the 2nd, strikeout victim to Sandercock in the 4th. Infield playing up close against Boone here. Chopped foul, slapped at there off the catcher, Smith. Count moves quickly to 0-2. Spark need base runners. That's the big thing right here. Runners aboard, and of course we know about the power of this Spark team. You've seen it all season long, and when they've had opportunities, they've been able to capitalize on them. They need it right here. The pressure is on here, Taylor. Here comes the 0-2 upcoming from Sandercock. Swing and a miss. Down goes Boone on strikes to start the 7th. And this will bring up the right fielder, Alina Torres. Torres popped to the catcher in the 2nd. and flew out to left field in the 4th. On deck will be Rachel Becker. This one misses low from Sandercock. Sun has set and the darkness falling upon Tom Heath Field here. Trying to find that spark in this lineup for Oklahoma City and get a rally going. This one misses outside for a ball. 2-0 the count. Spark want to try to flip that order, get to the top, get to Madry, get to Alo. That's what you want to see right here. We'll see if they can do it. Torres ahead in the count. 2-0. Now it's 2-1. That was a cold strike. Right along the outside corner. Torres digs in here. Of course, a stellar career at the University of Oklahoma. Chop foul along the third base side. It's fair. Throw comes across, and it's in time. A great play there from Brown. Was deep along that third base side to get Torres, and the Spark are down to their final out.
Yeah, that ball just hopped right over third base. So great job by Brown on not letting that distract her and go ahead and get in the out.
Had to come up quickly, too, when you have that much ground to cover all the way across to first. So the hopes lie on the second baseman, Rachel Becker. Becker, a strikeout victim in the second, hit by pitch in the 5th. This one in there for a cold strike. A 1 the count, 2 outs. Spark down to their final out here. Just need to get a runner on, and we'll see if we can have a tie game. Just want to get that runner on and see if you can get the tying run to the plate. The count is now at 1-1 as it missed inside for a ball. Sandercock comes set and delivers. This one misses inside, it looked to be. Maybe down as well. Becker ahead of the count now, 2-1. This one misses low, 3-1 the count. So far, Sandercock has just given up, I believe it's 2 walks, just 2 walks, and both of those came in the first. That was when the threat was very alive for the Spark, but weren't able to get runners across at second and third. Here comes the 3-1. Line towards short. The throw from Laird to first in time. And it's a shutout win for the New York Rise and Kat Sandercock. And the Spark go down 2-0 the final score. We'll give you a final recap of this one, some stats, and look ahead to the final game of the season upcoming tomorrow. We'll let you know everything on that as we'll have Taylor McKittrick. She'll head down to the head coach to have a conversation on this final score. Again, the Spark go down 2-0 here at Tom Heath Field. You're listening to Spark Softball on 107.7 The Franchise and the Oklahoma City Spark Broadcasting Network.
enjoy 3 sparkling.
So I don't know. I don't want to get you down there. There's no audio in the back.
Gotcha.
For the whole family.
But you'll eventually go down there, like after, or